Anisha. I'm from Pakistan. We're going to deal with that. We're not going to shy away from that issue.
I grew up in Karachi, Pakistan. When my mom was growing up, Karachi was this insanely awesome place, apparently. The Beatles came there, and there was, like belly dancers from Lebanon used to tour through the country. I think now that's impossible. I think everyone in Karachi lives in a perpetual state of trauma because the violence personally affects everyone's lives. Around 2006, I was doing stand-up comedy. At the time in Pakistan, I was doing, as much as I could. Then Dawn News, which had been after me for a while to do a news satire show. They'd seen The Daily Show and all that. They wanted something similar. So then I started News Weekly. Now what do I do with all my Death to America signs? They're taking up room in my garage. My daughter was born in May of 2009. If I had a boy, I probably would stay. But I don't want a girl growing up in that country. We arrived in Australia in June of 2012. I just randomly Googled, I was like, stand-up comedy Perth, I had no idea. And there's a comedy club just up the road. And the day I Googled it was the day that they were having one of their open mics. So I was like, oh cool, let me try it out. Now I'm one of the guys who headlines and MCs regularly in Perth, and I'm a big part of the comedy scene there. I found my community. I live in Northam. And no, I do, I live in Northam. The reason I'm in Northam is because I'm on a visa that says I can live in Australia for 2 years, but I have to spend those 2 years in regional Western Australia, which makes me feel like I never left a third world country in the first place. There's a political element, which I always do. I can't help it. And since I've come here, one of the big issues is refugees. But because Northam, for those of you who don't know, Northam, a small town, 7,000 people, no bookstores, no cinemas, 4 bars, 2 liquor stores. And when I moved there, I moved into town, and they opened up what's known as the Yonga Hill Immigration Detention Center. It's like a massive detention center, 600 refugees inside it, and there's me walking around town looking like this. Every time I'd go to Woolies, they'd be like, oh my God, one of them got out! It's just a lot of misinformation and a lot of false assumptions that are being provided to the public. So this woman's like, what if one of them escapes? What do we do? I was like, I don't know, invite him in. He might teach you how to read and fix your teeth. Give that a shot. I still miss the big city. I still miss having more than 4 restaurants to choose from on a weekday night. I'd like to not live in a rural town that's an hour and a half away from every comedy club and from IKEA and shopping malls and things like that. I actually get excited whenever I hear police sirens because I'm like, something's happening in town, If it ends up with Anya growing up in a country where she is safe and secure and has a future that she can decide what she wants it to be, then yes, it would have totally been worth it.